2 more minutes, everybody. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to have everybody sit down. Give your student cards back, or not your student cards, your characters back to everybody, okay? All right, make sure everybody has their cards. Okay, so right now, who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? Does anybody know? Anybody know? Who do you think killed Miss M?
Edward Green.
Edward Green. Who else thinks it was Edward Green? Who thinks it was Mr. Green? Okay, I see some people. Anybody else think it's Mr. Green? Okay, anybody think it's anybody else? Simon Donnelly? Or Saul Sheen? Anybody? Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to narrow down our list of suspects. Suspects are people who we think may or may not have done something bad, okay? So when I call out your name, I'm going to ask you some questions, and we're going to see who we think did it, okay? So first, who is Saul Sheen? Who has Saul Sheen? Who's Saul Sheen? Okay, Saul, are you a teacher or a student or a worker? You're a teacher, okay? And Saul, what did you think about Miss M? What did you think about her? What was your opinion? Did you have a motive? So it will be here in this part here. Your opinion of Miss M. She was a
very serious woman.
Okay, so Saul thought she was a very serious woman, and she wasn't very easy to like, okay? So she was kind of a mean person, okay? Is that a motive? Yes, because it means he didn't like her, okay? But Saul, did you have an alibi? Okay, so it would be this last sentence, the last sentence at the bottom. So when you heard the scream, you were
Looking for
okay. So what happened is when everybody heard the scream, Saul was at Mr. Green's office, and he knocked on the door, but nobody answered. So Saul was by himself. He had no alibi. That means that, yes, he could have killed her. Okay, so I'm going to put a check mark. Saul Sheen. So he's one of our suspects. Okay. Next, who is Simon Donnelly? Simon? Okay, Simon. What? Are you a teacher or a student or a worker? Student, okay. And what did you think about Miss M? Did you like her? Did you hate her? What was your opinion? No? Miss M. Okay. Okay, so Simon, at first, he didn't like her very much. But later, he was very thankful for her being very mean, okay? Because she gave him a lot of extra homework, extra assignments, but it helped him, and he became a writer. He wrote a book and gave it to Miss M. So that was one of our clues, was the book, right? Okay, so did he have a motive? No, he did not have a motive. He didn't have a reason to kill her. He liked her. Okay, did you have an alibi? The last sentence, look at the bottom.
You were talking to Louis King, another ex-student.
Okay, so he was talking with Louis King, okay, who was another student. So he has an alibi. Did he kill Miss M? No, because he had an alibi. So Simon is no. Okay. Ivan Williams. Where's Ivan? Okay, Ivan, are you a teacher, a student, or a worker? Worker. Okay. Ivan, what did you think of Miss M? What was your opinion of her? So she's a very classy lady, okay? All right.
Because she wasn't married.
You wanted.
I wanted to invite her to dinner, but I'm afraid she will say no.
Okay. So Ivan really liked Miss M. He wanted to ask her out on a date, okay? So did he have a motive? No, because he really liked her, okay? Ivan, what were you doing when you heard the scream? Do you have an alibi? So look at the bottom, the very bottom there.
I was cleaning the floor in the men's toilet.
Okay, so he was cleaning the floor in the men's toilet, but there was nobody with him, okay? So he has no alibi, so he is still a suspect. Okay, he's still a suspect. Louis King. I think we have two Louis Kings. Okay, where are my two Louis Kings? Louis King. I have one. Who else is Louis King? Or do I just have, oh, I have just one. Okay. Louis King, are you a teacher, a student, or a worker?
Student.
Student, okay. And Louis, what did you think of Miss M?
I think she was an old.
Peg.
I hate her class. She gave too much homework. She made I hate school, so I stopped going. I didn't do her
that's okay. We can just stop there. That's okay. Okay, so he didn't like her. Basically, he didn't like her. So is that a motive? Yes, okay. And Louis King, remember, was talking with who? Who's his alibi? Simon Donnelly, right? So Louis King has an alibi. So Louis King did not kill Miss M. Okay? Where's Judy Hall? Okay, Judy, are you a teacher, student, or a worker?
I'm student.
Student, okay. And Judy, what did you think of Miss M?
She was very strict and not very friendly, and most of the students are very afraid of her.
Okay, so you didn't like her very much, right? You didn't really like her. So is that a motive? Yes, okay. But Judy, did you have an alibi? Yes, Judy had an alibi. Who was your alibi?
I was dancing with Lily in a sport hall.
Okay, so you were dancing with Lily Simmons. So we can actually cross off both Judy and Lily. They both have alibis, okay? Where's Janice? Janice Carroll? Janice Carroll? Okay, Janice, are you a teacher, a student, or a worker?
I'm a teacher.
Teacher, okay. Janice, what was your opinion of Miss M?
I only just started at school, so you didn't really know me.
Okay, so she didn't really know her very much. So is that a motive? No, that's not a motive. What were you doing when you heard the scream?
I talking to some of the other new teachers in the school.
Okay, so she had an alibi. She was talking with some of the other new teachers. So Janice also did not do it. Where's Mike? Mike Newell? Okay, Mike, are you a teacher, a student, or a worker?
Student.
Student, okay. And Mike, what did you think of Miss M?
She wasn't one of your teachers when you were at school. Where you always hear from your friends that she was very strict.
Okay, so Mike did not know her. She wasn't his teacher. So is that a motive? No, that's not a motive, okay? But do you have an alibi? What were you doing when you heard the scream?
Getting something to drink.
Okay, getting something to drink. Was there anybody with you?
No.
No, okay? So Mike, because he had no alibi, is still a suspect, okay? Because he could have been lying. Okay, where's Patricia? Patricia Woods? Okay, Patricia, are you a teacher, a student, or a worker?
Teacher.
Teacher, okay. And what do you think of Miss M?
She was a good teacher, but she didn't have very many friends.
Friends, okay. So you thought she was okay, but she didn't have a lot of friends. So she has no reason to kill her, no motive. Okay, Patricia, what were you doing when you heard the scream?
I was serving drinks with some of the other teachers in the sport.
Okay, so she was with the other teachers, so she has an alibi. So look here, our list is getting smaller, okay? So right now we have Saul, Ivan, and Mike. Okay, where's Hal? Hal Johnson? Okay, I have two Hals, okay? So both Hals, can you tell me if you're a teacher, student, or worker? Worker. Okay, and Hal, what did you think of Miss M?
She was a good woman, but not very friendly.
Okay, she was a good woman, but not very friendly. That's not really a motive, not a very good motive. Okay, and did you have an alibi?
No.
No, no alibi. What were you doing when you heard the scream?
I was washing my hands in my throat.
Okay, so he was by himself washing his hands. So once again, Hal is a suspect. Okay, the last one, we have two Edward Greens. Where's my Edward Greens? Mr. Green? Okay, Mr. Greens, are you student, teacher, or worker? Worker, you're the headmaster, right? That's the principal of the school, okay? And what did you think of Miss M? A wonderful woman, what else?
very much that we know each other when we were in college.
Okay, so you knew each other in college.